still got to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something that you, Jackie, and I need to set up one. I got behind on everything. I'm going to the last one.
Okay, you're allowed.
We'll do that within the next week or so.
Life and truth. That would be
Okay,
good.
thanks.
May I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll do that too.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I want to say, I'm out of order, but I just want to say a couple of remarks as president. I'm very pleased with the way the committees are kind of restarting. We're getting really good results from the communications committee and the social committee, and we've got quite a few others. Invisible history has always been strong, and we've got a few others. Some don't have a chairman, like international service, and so we'll be, through the end of this month and into September, we're going to be starting. Today's speaker is going to be a project that we may want to consider promoting, and it's really a service project. The problem at Kiptopeke State Park is that their Friends group has folded, and the Friends group is an important conduit for grant money, and as well as for creating events and kind of attracting people to the park and its events. And they were very instrumental when the park was setting up its new, I want to call it visitor center, but it's really their store just outside the gate. And they set up all of the seating and a circular speaking area for classes, that sort of thing. They're going to talk to us and kind of make the pitch to why it's important. And if we want to help, what we probably should do is to recruit a couple people at least to restart that board of directors and to get the project and just to get the organization started. There's still a group of people together, but none of them wanted to take over the reins. So this would be, it's just a possible service project. And I throw it out, I just ask you to listen to the arguments today, and we may talk at a later date.
Who is the speaker?
Rangers from the park.
The ranger.
It's Sean Dixon, who's the manager, and Susan Harris, who was with the Friends of Kiptopeke Park.
Yeah, Susan won't be joining us.
I spoke to her
hope
Sunday.
it's Sean.
I spoke to her Sunday.
Right. But she's out of town.
That's how much Sunday that last night.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. This was basically my mistake. We shuffled things around and it just got confused. So at any rate, we'll have the Rangers today. The other, and that's really it for just the president's report to fill you in. We have, I think, well, wait a minute, before I jump into the heavy duty stuff, Paul, would you be willing to discuss the two, and Bill, would you talk about the donations that you'd like made? So we need a motion.
I've been requested by my sponsor, Mr. Payne. I do remember you sponsored me to make a motion that the club contribute $500 for Kiptopeke Elementary School backpacks. That's the same as we did last year.
And the year before.
And the year before, thank you. And $1,000, maybe these should be two separate motions. How can we do
Yeah, we
that?
can
I'll
do
make
two.
one. $1,000 for the Eastern Shore Boys and Girls Clubs Swine and Wine fundraiser. Again, we did this last year and maybe the year before. I don't
Do
know.
we have a second so we can debate this? Chuck, will you second the motion?
Sure.
Second. Fine, we now have on the
A little arm
floor,
twisting going on.
a motion for two gifts totaling $1,500.
Thanks, Paul.
Bill, will you tell us just a little bit about them?
Yes, first I'll speak on behalf of Bill Murphy, who, if he was here, you know, Bill has embraced Kipta Peak Elementary. Has spent a lot of time and has gotten 3 or 4 other Rotarians to engage with him at Kipta Peak. And part of our tradition of embracing and putting our arms around those youngsters is school bags each fall. And Paul has been the head from headquarters in Virginia Beach, but I maintain we have to get to a point where we carry our own water, and the only way we can do that is to support the club as best we can. $1,000 is a small amount given our budget, but if we all help out, I think we'll one day get there. I don't think it'll be on my watch, just because we don't have the opportunity of the large sponsors that they have across the bridge, the big corporate sponsors. But we all help out, and I thank all of you who have been helping out and supporting me with the Boys and Girls Club for the last 10 to 12 years. In fact, this is my last year. But leadership is in good hands as we go into the next fiscal year.
Bill, was that one specific project at the Boys and Girls Club, or what?
That's goes into the operating.
Just their overall
Operating
expenses,
fund, yeah.
not one specific
Yeah.
program?
Our budget is $300,000 a year.
Okay.
Bill, do the other two clubs contribute? Because I know they helped with the Mary Ann Smith building.
Oh, Nancock has,
Uh-huh.
and Exmoor has in the past. In fact, you know, I've been at the Exmoor club meetings where they've handed me the check. But I'm not sure what they're doing this year. We're just starting our campaign now.
Yeah.
They will be asked, and they have a history of support.
And the other question, when we do things, tabletop things out in the community, like on Strawberry Plaza and stuff, do we have any literature we could hand out and possibly
Yes,
solicit some contributions from?
We
we're doing
have
other
a
things.
brochure that's very much like our club's brochure, although it's a little more aggressive in terms of the ask. It's mostly about asking,
Yeah.
sponsorship.
That's a good question. Is there anything else that the club can do? Just by way of
Yes,
cleanup or, I
well,
mean,
you know,
workday or,
specifically for the Boys and Girls Club?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have a good history there too. A few years ago, on Monica Bridgefort's watch, we sponsored a career day where we got together and put together a program, and they even brought teenagers over from across the bridge, and we spent a Saturday morning talking about you know, dressing for success and how you might interview and
Resume, how to make a resume and,
we didn't do that,
so.
but
how to
we used A/B things
Yeah.
to give them demonstrations of how you interview for a job and what the potential was for careers.
Yeah.
So as the youth committee, that's one of the things we might consider doing again, engaging more directly with not only the Boys and Girls Club, but youngsters in our immediate area.
Yeah, take the show on the road.
Yes, so to speak.
Good.
Was
Okay.
it the Boys and Girls Club a few years ago? We did a thing with them about how to smartly spend money, sort of like simulated shopping and taking care of your bills and things.
That's not the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
The
That was
4-H did that, and they do that every year at the high school.
Mhm.
And Jackie and I have always volunteered for that. Stanley has volunteered for that. And, but that's a different program.
Okay.
That's, partnerships are good, and we might partner with them.
Mhm.
Well, and so we've been giving $1,000 for a long time.
Yes, we worked our way up. For a long time, we were at the
500,
500
right.
level.
I see, I see.
But inflation.
It's when Bill became president that we increased.
It's all in who you know.
How big is the deficit then, please?
Well, there isn't a deficit. Oh, how short are we?
Yes.
We're typically about $100,000 to $200,000 short.
How do you make that up?
Wow.
Across the bridge. There's a ton of money across the bridge. I used to be chair of the total organization.
Okay.
We run about a $3 million budget across the bridge.
Wow. Okay. With how many centers?
8 now. At
Wow.
one time it was 10.
Very good. All right. Would anyone be interested in increasing the amount that we give to the Boys and Girls Club? Because we have quite a bit of money. It's a little bit hard to tell because of the, yeah, I see, wait a minute, of the 26,000, some of that includes the invisible history money, right?
Yeah,
That's like
I think
10 grand.
8,000 of that
Right.
is the grant money. None of that's been spent yet, so that's in there.
Right, so we have to ignore at least 9, maybe let's just say 10 to be safe. So we've got $16,000 in there.
Yeah,
So is there any interest in increasing the amount? Because it's already going up by $2 or whatever the fee is for not turning your phone off.
$5. $5.
we never have applied it before.
You just got
That's sort of your
pass.
warning, yeah.
All right. So, I don't know. I mean, is $1,000 that high, or is anyone interested in upping the amount?
Yeah.
Okay. Paul, you're the key here.
Hey, you and I just still have to sit down and do the budget for the year. So whatever we decide to do now, we're just gonna have to incorporate that into the budget.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go more than 1,500, but
You would go more than 50.
I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't go more than
Wouldn't
50.
go. more than 50. Well, all right then. All right.
Well, if you increase it
The
to
prudent
50.
thing to do here is to pass the 1,000, and we'll look at what we've got when we do the budget,
Right,
and we'll try and make it. work.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
So we have a motion. You want to vote?
there is a motion on the floor.
There is a
Yes.
motion on the floor. Any further questions or debate? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We have just a nettlesome little problem, which really is related to this bigger question of why we have pay-as-you-go members. Our problem is that we have had a request by someone who's going out of town to put their lunch payments on hold
No,
while they're, oh, I'm sorry. What is the
no,
question?
I think,
I thought we settled that.
I thought it was that,
She's gone non-participating.
but the question came up, what do we do for other
Right,
club members, such as Bill Murphy, who's gone for 2 months, and Walter Childs, who leaves for 5 months.
It's up to them to request it if they want to.
I mean, is this a policy that we want to do? I don't care.
Well, I've gotten a better feel for it in my discussions with the treasurer.
good.
Not changed.
Please, you're a person.
And so then I see that it has. Talking with Paul, I can see where it makes sense if you want to do it for a quarter. And then you come back on after the quarter.
We've pretty
So
much
I-
always done it a quarter at a
Yeah.
time, and we have another category, what is it? Leave of absence, which actually we didn't set what, nobody's requested it right now, so it doesn't matter, but we, in our change in due structure, we haven't set a fee for the leave of absence. And some people have used to request a leave of absence because they went on an extended vacation, like in their mobile home to Texas for two quarters. And so they requested leave of absence, which makes sense. And so they paid that fee. And then when they came back, they wanted to be fully participating, and we allowed that. So I think, I don't
For
see any reason to
accounting
change the
purposes,
policy we have
doing it
now.
For quarter
Yeah.
is it cumbersome, not just, the next 5 weeks or the next 8 weeks.
Oh, we can't do it that way. It has to be per quarter.
Yeah, it does really become bothersome.
Oh, we couldn't do it. Couldn't do it for less than a quarter.
Okay.
Okay,
Because I gave him a hard time,
so,
believe me.
Not the first time.
so the policy is, if I just, allow me just to restate it so that I understand it, that people can opt out of, and we're talking here just about paying their lunch, the portion of their membership
Yeah.
for a quarter.
Well, there's participating and non-participating. And you can be participating, which most members are, or you can request to be non-participating if you're gonna be gone for like a quarter, like Rick Hubbard
That's
is
right.
gone for at least a quarter.
So if you're non-participating, you don't pay
You
what,
you
dues
pay
or?
$80 a quarter instead of $190.
You pay your, yeah,
I see.
you pay your.
We don't talk about paying for lunch or not paying for lunch. It's
I
either
see.
participating or non-participating. We have fees for each category.
But we still get money per quarter. We get that $80 plus the $25.
Okay,
And if they happen to come back early and they want to eat, they. pay
Then they
per
can
meal.
they can buy their lunches one at a time for $14. And but I've explained that very clearly to Mehdi. And then I explained it again.
Well, explain it one more time. The $190 a month,
Right,
that means
it's a quarter.
a quarter, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That means you can eat lunch or you can't, that's separate.
can't eat lunch.
You know, I mean, yeah, you can eat lunch when you're here. You're entitled to eat lunch when you're
Okay.
here.
All right.
You don't get reimbursed for any lunches you don't eat. And if you choose to be non-participating for the quarter, then if you eat lunch if you come and eat lunch, then you have to pay for it,
$14.
$14.
I understand now.
Yeah, that's the way it's always been. So
Yeah.
we don't need a change in policy, I don't think.
Okay,
No, I think it's just a matter of making the policy clearer to
Yes.
everybody, not that we needed to change it, just what is the policy? so
I was gonna
everyone
make an
knows.
announcement today about how people can pay for their dues. I could include that
Okay, yeah.
too, if you
I
want.
think that's a good
If
idea.
you think I
Yeah.
should.
Yeah,
good,
There's
yes.
another question that goes with this, and that's these gray blocks in the master sheet, which is the
Remember.
officers of the
Oh.
corporation,
Oh, yeah.
which you
Yeah,
guys
well,
have not received.
are we ready to change
invoices.
topics?
Yes,
Okay, thank you for reminding me, Jack.
It's a part of the same topic, I believe. It's all related to this one sheet.
Well, it's related to dues, yeah.
Yeah,
At some point in the past, several years ago, the club was having trouble recruiting people to be officers. And that's sort of a never-ending problem. But so the club decided to give the 3 primary officers a break in dues, to make it, take some of the sting out of the time that they give. And so instead of paying, it was $175 for dues at the time, which included the lunches, it was reduced to $100 a quarter for
You wanna
those
Be an officer.
3 officers. So the officers, they got their lunches almost for free. That took some of the sting out of being an officer. Now, so of course, when we went on Zoom for 2 years, everybody was non-participating, so there was no advantage to being an officer, and everybody kind of forgot about this. And then when we started meeting again, the question came up again, and Jackie hasn't billed those 3 officers yet for their
Oh,
dues
really?
because
Oh,
of the question of whether a policy like that should be continued or not. And
So the
I'm
3
not
people who
gonna,
are affected are
Yes,
us, right?
yeah.
yeah,
Do
which
you-
leaves not many people to really discuss it.
So you all are gonna make the decision impacting your dues.
Sounds like Congress.
Well,
I want more money.
I don't think that any of the 3 of us took the job because of the discount.
Hardly.
No.
If so, I'm woefully underpaid.
True.
Nobody knows what the job really entails, so they take it.
Yeah,
I
they
I
can tell
expect
you,
Randy.
So, Paul, what's your feeling? I think,
I doubt that it's made a significant difference in recruiting. I'm not going to say anymore.
I'm fine.
I'm fine with that.
Well, when I
Look at the corner, go.
I will not hold a vote charge a full amount against anybody.
All right, well, the chair would ask for a motion to return the dues for those 3 officers to their full amount.
well, it was never implemented, was it? Yeah.
Years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, it was been within it for several years.
Before the
Well, it's
Zoom
on the
meeting.
books.
Yeah.
All right.
We're just
Bill-
voting
Bill-
to remove it from the
Bill
book.
Payne got no advantage because he was president
Zoom.
during COVID, nor did Chuck, because Chuck didn't eat meals anyway, but,
So then I have to let you all vote, then I can scratch you off. Okay, you all vote.
I think it's an unnecessary complexity to our books. Paul, you feel otherwise?
no.
Oh, okay. May I,
Only got one more year at this anyway.
There you go. May I have a motion to return the dues for those officers to the regular amount?
That the officers pay the participating,
Yes.
If they
This
pay
is
the
regular
regular
participating.
dues and
Right.
don't get a discount.
yeah.
Right, no discount. Well, I move. I'm not
That's
supposed
fine.
to. I move.
Yeah,
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Aye.
You all will get your
Opposed?
invoices.
I'm sorry, you
You
just,
wanna say
you
nay?
just got to
No,
cut
I
and
may.
pay. Sorry.
The ones affected that should decide.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right. Motion passes.
coming to you.
I know. So,
Would that make you break
let's
out in
see, I
sweat?
think, yeah. No, but I think, is there anything else, any other items for the good of the order?
I'm sure there is, but I don't remember.
Yes, I want to just let you all know that I didn't get enough direction when I decided to take this job, and more
That's
and
not very
more
technical.
complex it becomes.
How did that happen?
Yes, nobody told me until the minute something happened.
Read small print.
You all got all the answers. Okay, I'm good. I don't have any more.
Okay.
Because Paul and I had, hearty discussions on this in print.
There was some heat to them. But we love each other anyway.
I apologize.
No, why, you're early.
Well, I can't have lunch, that's why I'm here, but I am bringing the school supplies.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Oh,
now,
wonderful.
Libby,
Yes.
who do I see about your getting the paperwork for you? Is it Betty?
I think Joan
Oh,
was.
Joan.
But
All right,
she's,
then.
she's having.
She had cataract surgery today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She will not be here.
Thank you. All right, then. Well,
Ken has the original.
Libby, thank you very much.
Okay, all right, enjoy your lunch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
unless there's anything else
Okay,
for the
no
good of the
problem.
order, I'm going to call this meeting adjourned.
So.
Oh, Alan has a quick
As
comment.
just an attending quiz here.
Yep.
As you know, in the last few weeks, we've had handouts of each meeting of the music piece for the day, but we have a process, the publication of a song book. And I'm just bringing up that I'm understanding that we're just one step away from having it published. Am I correct? in my-
A little more one step, but you're very close. You should be. Yeah, no, I says, and I hate to say it, I've been going, so final edit, really in the layout, it's just a matter of laying them all